sure enough, I don't get into place at all, and I cause an entire life fail, and everyone hates me. And I am stuck there for like 3 hours trying to explain myself because there's like this soaking all over the tires in my car. I get in, I talk to my commander, explain why I didn't show up. Everyone's kind of half understanding, half pissed because we're gonna go through this whole fucking mess another day because everybody had called it and I was on my posse because I'm the only person that didn't show up because I got stopped by security forces. Well, I pulled up to the after it's all said and done, I get off base and I go to the car wash. Those manhole car washes. I'm spraying and I grab and I'm getting underneath the car and like intestines are falling down and like the liver falls out and like it's caked in there. And there was this family that was kind of next to us cleaning up the car and they were just like watching what was happening and just horrified. And it was like joke because I was like, I don't know how to, I was trying to break down, so I was like, hey, there's $15 of you because I'm gonna get some of these some out of here, but they didn't say anything to me and then it was even that, but I kept that up for maybe 4 years after that every summer. It smelled so bad because all that got put into the bottom of my car. You could smell my car in the parking lot before you walked up. It's terrible.
So what you're trying to say is it has a very distinct smell.
Oh no, it was very specific. It was bad. A month after this whole thing went down, I was at whatever drive-thru waiting for my order. And there's a 4-lane street across from where my view is, whatever it is. And there's a fence that's not allowed out in Santa Cruz. And I see this deer, and it's walking. There's like this barbed wire fence. It crosses this 4-lane intersection. Cars are slamming on their brakes to avoid it. And it walks right up to the side of my window. I pass on the side window. It just stares at me for like 5 minutes. I'm thinking, swerve. And the crew inside that was doing the drive-thru window, like they're all like, what the hell is happening? I'm just looking at the thing. I'm just being like, yeah. That's kind of all I got.
So, Joe said all my who here has paid for anyone in here? No one? Oh, come on, there always has to be one.
Had that been a Marine Corps base, and you had stopped and got a doggy bag for what was left on the road and gave that to the security forces, you would have gotten out of base.
There was enough in the car, and I'm hurt on the car. They should have been no-brainer. That's my story. Because they were just being assholes. Because those same guys were involved with a sting with our Hungary communication squadron underage drinking just previously, and they were also underage drinking at that party, and I think we were not engaged.
By the way, I mean, it's things like that.
Oh yeah, but Air Force, man, our standard of living is top notch, man. There was a training base I saw other we had Marines, we had 4 national forces, we had Navy, Army, and everyone said it was the best base they'd ever been at. So, and I thought it was wrong. So, yeah, the standard of living. Oh no, we definitely had low on our walls for sure.
Hey Bubba, what you doing? I'm bored. I'm just sitting here watching this stream. I was gonna play Ultimate Online, but I don't know. I'm looking for something to do because I'm just bored tonight. Yeah, I finally got a day off work. This was a 42-hour work week for me. Yeah, pretty much same here. I usually go to bed like midnight, 1 o'clock, but I don't know. I'm just feeling tired today. Which is, yeah, my whole day off I felt tired. I just felt drained. Because working at the car wash, man, I never thought washing cars would be that. Yeah. Because it snowed, everybody came in after it snowed. And we've been doing 450, 500, 600 car days. And when you have days like that, it's like I clock on at 11 and I'm standing there spraying the cars, putting them through. And before I know it, 7 o'clock's here. And for the 8 hours I was standing there, there's no breaks. So just, yeah. Just imagine a 42-hour work week with no breaks. And I think the whole day just had me drained. Yeah. I mean, I wanted to do something. And yeah. And what happened tonight, I guess we have a guy, okay, a 41-year-old man left work at 7:50, but while a 16-year-old was emptying the trash cans and the vacuum pods, left him there alone. They were both given a key because A, the 16-year-old has been there longer, but he's 16. But the 41-year-old, he says, I'm aiming for that manager spot. I want that manager's job. But he's always leaving early. 4 days in a row, he left early. And tonight, when I got word that he left a minor alone at the car wash, you know, all those stories you hear about people being assaulted after the sun goes down when they're walking to the car after work. He could have had an accident. He could have anything. Just think of anything that could possibly happen to a minor alone in a giant car wash channel, doing everything by himself. I say the guy should be fired. Yeah, I think he should have been fired on the spot, but they're saying no, they want to give him a write-up. But me, I was passed over for general manager twice. The first time I was passed over for general manager, we were all hired the same day. They picked 3 stoners over me. Why? I didn't have a car, I didn't have a cell phone, and I lived in the ghetto. So the stoners made me do all the work, and they got me on camera doing everything alone. And the stoners, they quit because they were demoted. But I got passed over for someone who's like 19 or 20 years old, barely out of high school. He's the general manager now. And me, I start complaining that I wasn't even given a key. And I'm there closing. And I'm putting in the most hours. And I never call in. I called in one day. An SUV runs over me while I'm riding my bike. I show up to work that night. I get a phone call, my dad dies. I'm at work 15 minutes later. I mean, I have shown how reliable I am, how often I show up. And me and old man Bob, who's in his 70s, we have the fewest call-ins, we're never late, and we never leave early. Yeah. But we're living in a new woke society now, right, man? And the only reason they even promoted me to assistant manager last month was because I guess I brought up the word lawyer. I said, what you're telling me is, and the guy they wanted to make general manager, he quit. Apparently the guy they wanted to make general manager, he kept showing up to work and the customers said that he smelled like a brewery. He was showing up to work drunk every day. That's the guy they wanted to make general manager over me. I was passed up 3 times. And I probably won't be the next general manager because I don't have a car and I don't have a phone. And I live in the ghetto. That's how fucked up my situation is. But tonight, I mean, after a long work week, I need a day off. They wanted me to come in today because they suspected something like this would happen. But we only have so many people who work there, and the boss doesn't want us to go too far into overtime, and I was already in overtime. But I'm not allowed to be the manager. I would have fired the guy on the spot. Yeah. You don't leave a minor alone. In any job. No job should you leave a minor alone. But here I am getting texts that this boy closed alone by himself. And yeah. Tell him that if his mom reads the right law books, she's got a couple lawsuits right there. That's child endangerment. The man should be filed for child endangerment. And here's the thing. They said when they did an OCDR on him, they looked up his criminal record. He has some not child neglect charges on there. So obviously, he probably shouldn't even be working with the kid. Yeah, the owner has a district manager who's like barely 22 or something like that. And the district manager, let's put it this way. The first guy, the very first day we were opened, a stoner broke the tunnel. And the stoner didn't even get a write-up. And it's just a lot of damn drama, man. No matter where you work, it's going to be drama. And it's not only shit management, it's just these people, they think they can own stuff. They think because they're the owner, they have all the knowledge of what they're doing. Like, I own the car wash, so I know everything there is about this, and that. Well, you obviously don't know about hiring and firing people because from our point of view, you're not even training us correctly because every time something breaks down, we have to call the 22-year-old in Tulsa to have us FaceTime to see which alarm is going off, when you could easily just give us a manual on what the alarms mean and what they do and how to fix it ourselves without having to make the phone call. But no. I mean, I'm liking the paychecks now. I'm almost to a point where I can start getting caught up, but I'm wore out. I am. You can't have a 2 weeks ago was a 52-hour work week, no breaks. 52 hours. It's a hell of a check. But the 2 weeks after that, 42 hours, and it's like no breaks because of all the snowstorms. It's like we're getting snowstorms in the middle of spring, and as soon as the snow melts, every car in my town has to be washed. And because of the whole monthly plan thing, a lot of these cars are coming every day. Exactly, yes. My manager is a kid straight out of high school, and his manager is a kid straight out of high school, and the owner's son should probably be in charge of everything because he has a bigger head on his shoulders, but they don't want to listen to anything I have to say because A, I'm not above the poverty line, B, I'm living in the wrong location, and I can't afford a phone yet, like a phone where they can call me, because right now I make all my phone calls over voice. But yeah, that was a text about what was going on tonight. Yeah. That's another thing. If you're going to own a business and you're going to have family work for you, you better make sure they're willing to work and know what they're doing. That nepotism shit just don't work. that's the thing. The car wash wasn't even open yet, and we were all getting there, and we were shoveling mud, spraying mud, building a fence, just putting the final touch together, laying sod, and the owner and the district manager were sitting there saying stuff like, how much experience do you have doing this, this, and that? Well, I'm 42, and I've worked here, here, and here, and I do have management experience. But a month down the road, I was told by the two stoners who were still in high school, I was told that my opportunity had passed and they wanted to train these teenagers to be managers. That I let my chance pass me by. I said, no, I did not let my chance pass me by. No job has ever even thought of giving me the damn chance. That's the thing. You can't blame the employee for working his ass off and the boss saying, oh, we're not going to make him a... No, you can't blame the employee. If you look at my work history and the reasons I've been fired, I was fired from Chili's for almost dying in their parking lot. People don't care. Yeah. Oklahoma's at-will law. There's no job security. Hell, I can't vote, worship, or own a gun, but people don't care. Because A, I don't have a phone, I don't have transportation, and I live in the ghetto. But I'll never be able to afford a car, phone, or another house if I'm never given the opportunity to progress. Especially when they fire me for reasons like I don't attend the correct church, or something I said on Twitter 5 years ago, just random shit. Yeah, the at-will law needs to be abolished. The at-will law does, especially for major corporations like Chili's, let's say you go to a blue state where there's a union. I don't believe in unions because I don't think I should have to pay a quarter of my check to have someone speak for my behalf on what I should be making and how. I don't believe in unions. But the at-will law makes it to where you can be fired for any reason that the employer, and here comes an illegal and takes your job. Oh, but we're a red state. We don't do that. It's like, yes, you do. The red states know exactly what the at-will law is there for. And the blue states know exactly what the union laws are there for. Both laws are screwing the employee. But there'll never be a politician who's poor like me in office representing me. And even if I go from door to door collecting signatures, I will only get the poor people to sign. Because the rich people, they're already being represented. So that's the messed up thing. Yeah. Can't get a lawyer to sue Chili's because at-will law takes precedence. I could have died in the parking lot, and their reasoning could have been, oh, he died. And the at-will law would have made it totally okay for them to not be punished in any way. That's why Chili's legal team called me. Chili's legal team called me and said, we don't have anyone working here named Rahilio Gonzalez. I was like, oh yeah, he's using the social security number for Frederick Rodriguez. Ask him if Frederick Rodriguez works there. And that day I was banned from Twitter and they stopped calling me. Because I took snapshots of the Facebook where Rahilio Gonzalez says, this is my last day at Chili's. Oh, did you get fired or did you quit? What happened there? Or are you just putting it on Chili's that you're leaving? But the fact that you put it on Chili's that you were there for 13 years, that fact is usable in court. because he pretty much told everybody, I've been working here 13 years, but they never have any of my social security numbers on the thing because I'm collecting food stamps under my social security number. That's Rahilio Gonzalez. He's got a wife in Mexico with a kid. He's using her social security here to collect food stamps. He's got a white girlfriend here who just had his kid collecting food stamps under her name. And he's collecting food stamps under his name. He's got 3 food stamp cards. And he's holding a management position that pays $14.50 an hour at Chili's. Alright, good night, man. You have a good one. I'm going to try to be on a lot more. I don't know what I'm going to be doing, but I'm going to be doing it. See you later, Bubba.
That grilled cheese was shit. That was fucking amazing. That was awesome.
I was gonna warn you, don't do a grilled cheese.
I'm just saying, I was like, it's so easy to slather it with butter and stick it on the skillet.
No.
Alright, I'll try to be out more
You
often.
guys think I'm wasting this? I'm not.
Because I need to get people to listen to these stories I got, because they're messed up.
Put the bacon on top, it's fine.
You got to figure out some kind of way to recover it. You know what I'm saying? I'd even say get a damn frying pan out, put some butter on that shit, fucking actually put it on the frying pan. You know?
Yeah, that's what we do. Yeah.
By the way, did you know, Roman,
I've been drinking the apple pie moonshine, right? So, yeah.
That
Yeah.
sounds so fucking good.
So
Sorry,
fucking
I don't want to.
It's actually good. That's good Tennessee whiskey. That's the one good Tennessee whiskey that I've had yet.
And you can just sip it all fucking night. And then, you know what, next thing you know, you stand up and you go, I had that much? Right? Try to make sure to get a piss every once in a while just so I can kind of calibrate the level of, the level that I'm at, you know what I mean? The EOD, there's been a lot of shit going on this week, right? We've got Zelensky Giga Chad over there kicking the shit out of motherfucking beta-ass Putin, right? We got...
We probably knew what it was.
Right?
We thought it was Haas, right, with this big ass fucking katana and all this fucking smoking ass energy. But no, it's actually the well thought out man who actually gives a shit about his people and wants, independence and sovereignty without hell within his own country. And is willing to go to the extent of giving assault rifles to anybody who wants one. I mean, this is fucking amazing. Why don't we have this in our country? No, instead we have fatal work. Hell, I'm coming for your AR-15. So kiss my ass, fatal work, because I ain't fucking dealing with that bullshit while we got this shit happening in the world.
Anytime. I don't give a fuck what's going on in the world.
So you know what's funny?
Especially on a tough.
So right there for this peace group, or whatever we call it, they didn't even say hi, how are you? Their first words was, well, this is awkward.
Hey, literally?
Yes.
What the fuck?
Wait, what?
Diplomacy is dead. Wow.
Along with journalism, right?
There goes 5
You know what the
minutes
problem is? Nobody wants to take a stand on fuck all. That's that's the problem in a lot of, like, I would say 98% of shit. Nobody wants to take a stand. They want to try to be politically correct, right? And they don't want to actually say, this is how the shit should be, and this is why, right?
No, I think it's a problem. I think it's a problem on both sides. I think everyone's just like, oh, it's my ideology. I just have to parrot it. The actual problem on all sides, and like especially with the actual politicians, because they're just like parroting whatever the most popular ideology is. It's so bullshit.
So, CCB, I do refuse the quote from Zelensky is
Oh, yeah. I need ammunition, not a ride.
not a ride.
Hold on. What about women like me? I want ammunition and
I don't know. Women that don't have cameras turned on don't get listened to.
damn. Okay,
It's true.
It's true.
I don't know. Maybe this is alright. This is like a bad conversation.
That one came out way too naturally, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know about, what was the question again? What was it, Scabby? ammunition in the ride, you know what? Something tells me that there's some natural abilities that come into play.
That sounds like a country song.
Yeah.
Exactly. I want to write a song.
I was
I
about to
wish
say define never mind.
A new
I
country
wish
song?
I prefer a Syrian
I'm
dumpling.
thinking new.
What?
Just what?
Roman,
Oh,
hey, introvert, just so you know, Roman said his stomach hurts from the grilled cheese.
see, okay, that's how I'm making introvert a Korean dumpling. I'm just gonna like, I'm getting all the ingredients and some kimchi, and I'm gonna make a Korean dumpling and give you an eating recipe because that was a war crime. That grilled cheese.
Holy shit! I don't know how this motherfucker does it every week.
I have to stop my cat from eating it now over here.
Do it! Do it!
It's on the floor.
I don't know how he does this every week. EOD comes in here and marvels chat this bullshit like a motherfucking pro, right? In a vote of 9 to 4. EOD, can you believe there was 4 people that voted against your bro? Can you believe? What the fuck is this? I'm telling you, right? So EOD, you successfully marvel chat with your bullshit. You're sticking around out fucking standing. Next on the chopping for tonight, we've got somebody, right, that's motherfucking delivered presents all over the fucking world, right? He's look, he's been in more reindeer stables than motherfucking Mrs. Claus, right? We've got the